In this video, I thread the needle as two people clash and the Mazda 3. Is it broken? Well, let's find out in this video. Hello everyone and welcome back to a Gran Turismo 7 video where we are in the Mclaren 650S versus Mazda 3s. Yes, that car in front of us. Is it broken? That is the question. Well, we're going to find out in this race because I said that you might be able to use the Mclaren 650S. However, at the moment, going down the start-finish straight on lap number 1, we're not gaining. We're losing out to Mazda 3s as IQ Ball behind me here, sending it down the inside as we go hard on the brakes into turn 1 Monza. And a car up ahead there gets a tag there. The Irish driver getting a tag from IQ Ball as we leave that corner. But health system working a charm, giving a 3-second penalty for that tag on the inside line. We advance a bit further on in lap 1 then, and we are trying to stay with the Mazda 3s as we go through the second left spell there. Another Mazda 3 off in the gravels. We're up to P14. And again, the whole point of this video is, can we actually beat Mazda 3s? Can we race them? Can we beat them? Is it possible? As we head towards the penalty line, then that's a 3-second penalty going down. Darius is back in this race. Darius loves this race, apparently. In it again, was in the weekly race guide yesterday. If you haven't seen that, make sure you do check it out. It gives you some hints and tips on how to do this race, of course, as we go into the parabolic here in P number 12. So we have made some progress, but from incidents rather than actual overtakes. Right, we're behind limited Marco here, and look at the speed difference here. This is astronomical. I just could not, you can see it on my face, I just shook my head. I could not believe the difference in speed. That car just flies. And it's one of the reasons why on the earlier weekly race guys, one of the weeks where we had Lego Maggiore, one of the short courses, and this wasn't, the Mazda 3 wasn't the fastest car there, but if you get it on a straight, it'll just fly past, and then it can stay ahead. As we see here, though, I've gotten the inside of the Mazda 3 after a good run through that second chicane then. We're up to P11. An actual legitimate overtake. Woo! We can do it. Just, apparently. As we head towards the second left mode then, we are past that Mazda 3 behind. And we've got some other cars ahead, including one with a penalty there. So let's overtake the penalty and get up into P10. In fact, let's advance towards more actions. Up ahead, yeah, we see a bit of smoke there. It looks like Mr. Tice there hit Ali, but then waited for Ali to go through to carry on racing. Superb sportsmanship there from the Swedish driver. I can't actually check because the storage bug is getting even worse for me. I think I am going to produce a video on it just to help other people so they don't go into this same situation that I'm in right now. So do keep an eye out for that one. I have video footage of it. I understand exactly how it works now, and hopefully it gets sorted soon because it's a bit crazy. Right, back into this race then. You see the Mazda 3 going for the move on the Veyron up ahead. No backs out of it then, going into the second chicane. They're both from really deep here, actually. It's going to allow the Mclaren to go really fast through here then. So we continue on. If you're wondering why I'm short shifting, by the way, this is how you do drive the Mclaren 650S. You do short shift. I think you even short shift it more than I am at the moment. But even so, this is working out fairly okay as the Veyron there goes slightly wide as we head towards this next right-hander then. Through we go. And defending very nicely there is the Mr. Tice in the Mazda 3. That's a good bit of racing here so far. Really good bit of racing. Hopefully all 3 races are exactly like this because we are doing 3 races here, folks. 3 races indeed in 3 different cars as well. See what we can race, what we can't race as we go towards chicane. Then side by side up ahead as we go through here. So I was prepping myself for the exit here, try and get the good run out of here. The Veyron just pushed out wide slightly there. Not in a bad way, though, as we go on through up into P9. And Mr. Tice gets that P8 then. And unfortunately goes a bit deep there. Going to run wide themselves here and dragged into the gravel. We take P8 then. So we're up to P8. Half the grid done then as we go through the right-hander. And that Veyron catching me very quickly indeed. Going to go to my outside then as we head towards Ascari. And let's see the difference between a McLaren and a Veyron then. As we continue on, that Veyron is just accelerating past. That's what I expect a Veyron should do. You know, this used to be the dominant race for the Veyron, and we're hardly seeing him anymore as we go in to the braking zone and slowing the car down nicely. Can we get a good run through Ascari then on the Veyron? Oh, not quite that Veyron. Nails it there. Well played, Ali. As we continue on, fast forwarding here towards Parabolica then as we go through here. No, it's just status quo there as we head towards the line then. So yeah, we can't really race Mazda 3s in the 650S, I've got to be honest. And I will say the brakes are worse in the 650S than the Mazda 3. The Mazda 3 can brake really well. This McLaren can't. But we did just race a Bugatti Veyron, so let's jump into a Bugatti Veyron. Let's see what it's like then versus the Mazda 3. Can this car actively race the Mazda 3? Now, if you're not subscribed already to the channel, please do subscribe. We do have a 40,000 special coming up for you folks. It's going to be awesome, I will say that much. And I've decided a few more things coming up on the channel as well. And we do some unique content, a bit like this, where we're just going to see if the Mazda 3 can be beaten or not as we go hard on the brakes then, slowing it down for the first turn. Again, a pretty safe turn one again, to be honest with you. So Monza's working out okay. The dreaded Monza turn one, not really happening so far. We'll see what happens in the race after this, though, of course. So we're racing cars here, and the Mazda 3 just accelerates away. Turn 1 to turn 2 here. The Mazda 3 is just in another league. An absolute another league. It's insane how quick it is in terms of accelerated as we go hard on the brakes and can't really send it there. We're just stuck in the middle of the road there. Stop David behind there going for the move as we continue on out of there. We've got a penalty up ahead from Marco then as we head towards Lesmo 1. We're still not past this Mazda 3 then. We are keeping up with the Mazda 3 though, I would say, in this situation as we... Oh, you can see the understeer slowing that Mazda 3 down where the Veyron is not understeering with its all-wheel drive system, which is unusual. We do go down the inside there. We do get that position. I'm not sure what's happening up ahead here. Got a plus 1 second. Oh, somebody... Oh, Ghosty. Oh, there's an Icy Taylor off into the gravel. We're going to go down the middle, through the middle, threading a needle. Happy days. We'll take that up into P12. That's a bit tasty, wasn't it? Very tasty indeed. Darius once again has a penalty here for the second time in a row. Darius, you need to chill out on the penalties there, mate, as we continue on through. And where's Darius going to go here? As we look to overtake both Italians up ahead then, Darius and Marco. They're both going to take that penalty, and we'll take those two positions. Thank you very much. As we are now up into P10, and we're looking at Flonaldo up ahead. This is Ronaldo's German cousin, I'm not too sure. We've got another Italian off there. That's Oasis in the gravel. Up into P9 we go. I swear I just saw a penalty in the distance as well. As we continue through the Curva Grande. And we have Mazda 3 behind us. And again, we saw how powerful it is between turn 1 and turn 2. Look at it catch up to me so quickly. It's going clean on by before the second chicane. What on earth's going on? We're going to go hard on the brakes in this Veyron. It does have an air brake. And it does represent really good braking actually in this Veyron in Group 4. The braking is very, very good. You can actually dive in this car. Whereas in the McLaren you couldn't. So you really couldn't overtake in general terms. You had to just get runs on people. Right, look at this then. We've got side-by-side action over here for Mazda 3s, all side-by-side. Ali's giving up the Veyron apparently in P6 and in the Mazda 3. So we're just going to fast forward towards turn 1. Is everybody going to survive this turn 1 then? It's like Noah's Ark here, 2x2. Hard on the brakes we go then. Mr. Tice down the inside of Flonaldo there as we go into the right. I'm going around the outside here. Then now going to be the inside as we continue on through. Oh, Mr. Tice just pushed out wide there. I was trying to give room here to the Italian, who literally goes clean on by there. Look at the acceleration again. That blows my mind at how fast that car actually is. It really does blow my mind. And we're not really seeing much that can race it, if I'm honest. Even on the tracks it struggles with, the second it's in front, it stays in front because you can't actually dive it into a corner. The Mazda 3 has really good brakes. And if you're unsure about that, wondering why I'm not showing Mazda 3 content in this video, it's because I did it in the weekly race guide. So make sure you do check out that video. Konati here has a penalty, and Konati is about to do something which I appreciate massively. I tried to look for my hazards actually. Just lets me go there. I really, really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. You didn't have to do that. You could easily have got onto the straight there, but we are past then and we can race the German up ahead. So a big thank you again to the Italian driver as we go on to the final lap then. Still behind the German, not really found a way past. Again, as we leave this corner, you can see that acceleration. It just pulls away. It does mean you struggle to really get a dive or a move on the inside here. You really do have to send it somewhere. And the Veyron, I feel, is the only real car at the moment that we can do that because it has such strong braking. But even so, even getting that close to be able to do that, it's really, really difficult because I can't do it at the moment. Or I'm finding I can't do it, or struggling at least. As you see here, the Mazda up ahead is just accelerating away, and the one behind here, Ice Taylor, gives me a bit of bump draft here. Thank you so much, mate. As we head towards Ascari once again here in the Veyron, slowing the car down nicely as we go into there. Gonna follow it through here. Can we get a good run on the exit? That is the question. We go through there. Oh, a little bit of oversteer. Nothing major here, though. But again, look at the Mazda 3 go. It's going. So far, I would actually argue the Veyron can't even race this car at the moment. That car is just so strong. Now, is it an FF problem? That is the question. Well, we are going to find out in this video as we go into the parabolic then side-by-side Vice Taylor. Gave him on the inside. I'm on the outside here as we continue on through. Obviously, a bit less understeer in this Bugatti Veyron. We do cross the line then in P7. But again, that Mazda 3 is dominating there. Look, that's everybody but apart from me there. So it's unbelievable, that car. It really is. So as I say, is it an FF problem rather than just a Mazda 3 problem? So I decided to go in the Scirocco because that's considered probably the best FF car. Not the LTT, but I think the Scirocco is a tiny bit better. Let's see what happens here then as we continue on then in this race. The final race of this video, of course. And once again, you'll see me here. I am not catching. And you see me shaking my head there and laughing because It is just the Mazda 3. What they've done is to put an FF car in of a partner and then just said it needs to be good. And the only way to make an FF car good is to give it some straight line speed or absolute insane handling. I really wish they'd gone for the insane handling part, but apparently we're going for the straight line speed. As you see there, it just goes clean on by the Mazda 3 once again. Now up ahead, we've got some side-by-side action here in a Scari, which is a bit unusual as we go through the left-hander then. I think somebody's just gone off to the right. Darius has a penalty again! 3 out of 3 for Darius then. 0.5-second penalties. David has one as well, but he won't be taking that this time round. As we continue on, we got Marco here going on by. The Italians are everywhere here. Of course, it's Monza, so you expect that. As we go hard on the brakes and into Parabolica we go. And yeah, it looks like it is just a Mazda 3 problem. It's not even an FF problem. It's just a Mazda 3 problem at the moment. It's the only FF car that seems viable, but it's arguably that Group 4 car is heading towards Group 3 performance. So that we head towards the line, and Darius is going to go for that inside line then, and it's just going to go clean on by. I'm in the slipstream right now, and I am not moving an inch compared to Darius. As we get towards the top end, though, looks like we're leveling out a little bit here. So it's the mid-speed then, mid-acceleration there, where it really picks up the pace. We go hard on the brakes then, side by side, in we go. I'm slowed the car down massively there. Slight tap from behind, nothing major here as we continue on out. And we do maintain position for now in P13. However, we have 2 Mazda 3s behind us, heading towards the second chicane. Now, we've seen what happens here every single race so far. That car is so dominant as we get ready then. But it's not catching me up quite as quick. Okay, here we go then. We're going to look in that rearview mirror. Where's everybody going to go? But weirdly, everybody backs out of it. So I keep the position. I mean, great work there, guys. You could have gone for sure there. You had the inside line. But we continue on then into Lesbo 1. Once again, I'm behind the German here. Can I get past this German driver? That is the question. So we continue on. And look how close I am as well. This should mean I've got the strongest slipstream. And I am not catching. I am not catching at all. That car is just way too quick. It needs a revamp of some kind here, because otherwise that car's just going to be permanently dominant in Group 4, and it's not what we want. You want a car to be competitive. I've never said I don't want a car to be competitive. I want the FF cars to be a bit more competitive. Well, it's a bit of a joke here with the Mazda 3. We get a penalty there, so we cut the corner a little bit here. We're trying to go for the run on the Mazda 3, and we just can't do it. We can't get on the inside. And obviously in this Scirocco, we're going to struggle because we're going to suffer with the same pitfalls that the Mazda 3 has, except that can go quicker and can brake later, I would argue, because it's carrying more speed. So we continue on to lap number 3 then. There's still some big action going on here. Fernaldo down inside of David. Dead slight tap between the two. Looking to try and get the run out of that corner. And we just can't do it. We can't do it. I don't think there's any car that can race that Mazda 3 here at Monza. I really can't, because the second it is in front, you're not getting by without an absolute send or a mistake from that driver. And that's what I've found here doing these races today in terms of these Group 4 cars. I'm going to go through a Scary that I did brake there just to get out of the way of the action up ahead, because I do have this penalty, of course. There's no real point to me fighting. But up ahead, we've got a big little, well, I say big little clash there. Sir Barry are there going off. David gives me plenty of room here on exit. Big thank you for that one. Really good awareness there from David here. Brilliant racing, actually, throughout all 3 races. I was expecting carnage, if I'm brutally honest. When there's no TCR drivers in, I'm like, oh, okay, this could get risky, but fantastic racing from everybody so far. As we go into the second Lesbo, then through we go. We are in the action here. Fernaldo's just gone into the gravel a little bit there as we continue on. I'm trying to follow somebody here to gain some form of position here as we continue on. Slight tap between Oasis and Flanaldo then as we head towards the Scary once again. Can we do anything here? That is the question. We're going to go hard on the brakes, and I'm going to back out of this. I don't have the inside line. Got to be careful. Oh, no, I'm not going to back out of it. I'm going to send it around the outside, apparently. Can we do that? That is the question. Through the left we go then. Fernaldo's just going to get some understeer. Go off, and in my mind, all I'm thinking now is dirty tyres, dirty tyres, dirty tyres. If I need to stay close here, there's a potential of a move at the Parabolica. That was going through my mind right now. So we're going to go hard on the brakes here. They're braking the normal spot, which they do. They're going to go deep. And there we have it. They go deep. I get on that inside line. We accelerate through the corner. We do not suffer from understeer. I enjoy that move based on the webcam in motion. Now we're going to head towards the line in P11. But I'm going to say it now. The Mazda 3 is definitely broken in this class. There's no doubt about it. I mean, look at that. Look at that end result there. It's broken. It does need fixing. So PD, please, will you please fix this car? All you have to do is nerf it a tiny bit, or make FF cars just differ in some way. Make it more of a handling car than an accelerating car in terms of top speed. That way they can handle well and race. That's going to be it for me, folks, though. I do hope you've enjoyed this video. 2 videos there to check out, and I hope to see you in another video or live stream again very soon.